Some of the most anticipated online multiplayer games this year are finally out, but do they match the hype? Hey Warriors, I'm Ben, and today on Android Gamespot we will go over my picks for the 14 best new online multiplayer games on mobile. For this list I will only focus on recently released games, so no PUBG or Fortnite, but they will be in a final ranking later this year, so stay tuned. And quick reminder before we begin, I publish new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more epic content. Number 14. Overdux. Coming to us from South Korea, Overdux by Hagen is a new Battle Royale game where you play in real time against other players and the goal is to be the last man standing. The main difference between this and games like Fortnite or PUBG is that it's top-down view camera. You have 12 characters to pick from, a variety of weapons and skills to unleash on your opponents like Flash or Toxic Mist. You can also play with your friends in the very creatively named Friendly Mode, and there is a season-based rank system with 6 tiers to climb, and the prizes, as you expect, gets better the higher your ranking and the tier is. The game had some lag issues, but the developers are releasing patches and improving the game, so it's worth the try if you're curious. Number 13. Payback Showdown. Payback Showdown is a 3D fighting game where you will get to train, learn various martial arts like Muay Thai, Karate and boxing. There is even a story here, and that's a nice touch. You are to become a martial arts expert and fight in underground matches to find out who killed your father. The game has some RPG elements where you can combine martial arts moves and plan your strategy ahead, and you can challenge players from all around the world. There's also over 100 skins to customize your fighter, and the graphics are very cool and the animations impressive. Sadly, the game falls short in the controls department, and I say it often in my videos, you can make the best looking game ever, but if the controls aren't good enough, it's not fun to play. So hopefully the developers will fix this up with future updates. Number 12. Infinity Fight. Take the graphics and action style of Hawkeye 3rd Impact and add in MOBA elements and you will get a pretty good idea of Infinity Fight. I got to play an early test version and I had loads of fun with this one. The graphics are cel-shaded anime style and the characters, maps and weapons look awesome. The animations are fluid and the gameplay mechanics are great. A fast-paced action MOBA where your reflexes will come into play big times. The matches are 3v3 and run for 5 minutes and you have 8 heroes to pick from and customize to your likings. These come in different classes, so you have the melee, the tank or the ranged weapon to name a few. Here's hoping for a global version when this comes out. Number 11. Project Zero Death. Project Zero Death is a 2D online multiplayer platform shooter that was previously released on Steam. And this is a game where things can get very chaotic, but the fun kind. You can choose from 7 characters with more to come, and there's a roster of 18 weapons to shoot, blow, blast, burn, freeze, punch or smash your way to victory. Project Zero Death is a team-based shooter and you can hop in a random team or play co-op with your friends. 4 game modes are available: Harvest, where you get to gather rings and protect them, Capture the Flag, Bombing Run, where you set a bomb in your enemy's base, and Payload. Every game mode has its own set of unique maps, adding to an impressive 30 maps total. Definitely recommend it for some quick, hectic fun. Number 10. Shining Arena. Still in closed beta test as of the time of this video, Shining Arena is a 4v4 new MOBA game that's coming to the Chinese market first, and hopefully an English global version will follow. The game stands out with its unique graphic aesthetics and character design, and the gameplay mechanics are very smooth. I've experienced a bit of a lag here and there, but if the developers can manage to fix that and throw in a little more content like maybe maps and game modes, Shining Arena definitely has the potential to be one of the best MOBA games ever made for mobile. Number 9. Payday Crime War. It seems like Payday Crime War has been in development for a really long time, and it actually has, as I remember talking about it on the channel a little more than 2 years ago. I've played the closed beta recently and I was only able to play the quick match mode as the rank mode is locked until you reach a higher level. And as for the arcade and pro mode, they are all locked and will be coming soon. To sum up the game's core, you get to play as either a team of criminals trying to score a heist or the SWAT team that's trying to stop them. Although it's still in closed beta, I have to say that I was disappointed with the unbalanced matchmaking and the god-awful controls. There is a big issue with the responsiveness of your actions, which makes throwing a grenade an annoying challenge when you've been furiously pressing the control only for the grenade to be thrown 2 seconds later, and 2 seconds in a competitive shooter is an eternity, am I right? Turning corners can also be tricky and there's no controller support. I hope these issues can get fixed before the global release. Number 8. Duels. Duels puts you head to head against other players from around the world in this medieval PvP battle game. After you picked your character, you can go on battles in the campaign or dungeon mode where you can defeat giant monsters, or the PvP mode. There's also a clan mode and you can customize your character with over 45 skills and hundreds of weapons, shields and body armors. Duels unfortunately suffers from some questionable fight mechanics, an awful RGN when it comes to matchmaking, and an AI that will have you wanting to smash your phone against the wall. Duels can be great, but it needs optimization and quick. Number 7. Midgard. Developed by Reno Games, Midgard is a brand new collectible card game in the same genre as Magic or Hearthstone. You can play solo in 1v1 or co-op with a friend in 2v2, which is pretty cool. There's a rich story campaign, a draft and rank mode, spectator mode, and replays are a nice touch, and you can really analyze your strategy and tactics that way. And you have at your disposal over 400 cards to build your deck, and the art on these cards and in the game character design is gorgeous. And what I especially like about Midgard is that every card can be earned for free through play, and you can do so by playing in the variety of PvE modes that gets you daily rewards. This makes the playing field equal in a way, and I highly recommend this game. Number 6. Iron Force 2. Iron Force 2 will have you teaming up with other players for all-out war in some fun and thrilling tank battles. The game is a fast-paced 5v5 tank warfare where teams go head-to-head collecting and holding as many supply crates as they can in matches that last a total of 5 minutes. To customize your arsenal, you can complete objectives to earn rewards like shards that are used to unlock new tanks or materials used to upgrade tank parts like barrels and armors. You start the game with 3 tanks, each with unique strengths, attributes and special abilities. Visually, Iron Force 2 looks decent and the controls work well with the arcade style. Last but not least, there are currently 3 maps you can battle in: Cuba, Italy and Steel Mill. Loads of fun if you're into the genre. Number 5. Murderous Pursuits. I won't deny that the premise of Murderous Pursuits is something I'm very interested in playing. The game is a Victorian-style stealth game where you and several other players are placed in a situation and have to commit as many murders as possible without getting killed yourself. To do so, you'll need to be stealthy, so committing murders in front of guards is an absolute no-no. The gameplay revolves around hunting other players and using your skills and the environment to your advantage. And there are plenty of skills to help you on your murderous missions like flash bombs or temporary disguises. And also weapons that can be found in the environment like pistols, knives, and you can even use your bare hands. Personally, I cannot wait to try it out, but for now, the game is in soft launch and only available in Canada and Thailand. Number 4. Dead by Daylight. Another game that is in beta test is Dead by Daylight, and if you're not familiar with the console or PC game, the game is a 4v1 survival horror game that plays in real time with 5 players total. 4 play as survivors and their goal is to avoid getting caught and killed by the 5th player who plays as the hunter. So unlike most online multiplayer games on mobile, the side you choose here actually changes the gameplay mechanics. What I can tell you from my brief gameplay is that the graphics aren't the best, lots of blocky textures, and that kinda goes hand in hand with the console and PC versions. Also, I've experienced some lags. It's not all the time, but it happened often enough that it caused hiccups in my gameplay. I used a mid-range device, and I'll try it again in the upcoming Red Magic 3S video to see how it runs on a high-end device. All in all, I still had tons of fun playing this, and the atmosphere is definitely there. I felt the intensity as a survivor and the rush as a hunter, a must play in my book. Number 3. Soul Worker Zero. Based on the anime PC MMORPG and coming to us from Vision Bros, Soul Worker Zero is the mobile spin-off, and it is using the same story and all the good stuff its PC Big Brother features, while the mechanics have been redesigned to suit mobile phones. Soul Worker Zero features anime-styled characters who are armed with superpowers and are tasked to defend the world from the threat of the creatures of the void. You can make up your own character and customize it with tons of skins and options. There's a survival mode, PvP mode and raid mode where 3 of you can take on tough bosses for juicy rewards. World Boss is also available, and this time all players from around the world can have a shot at killing the boss within the time limit, and the rewards are shared across all players who participated. Love the graphics and the fast-paced action, and I highly recommend this one. Number 2. Mario Kart Tour. Nintendo's latest game to hit the mobile shelves, Mario Kart Tour brings all your favorite Mario Kart characters across plenty of racetracks inspired from previous games in the series. And the music is also infused with that Nintendo nostalgia vibes, something fans will particularly appreciate. There are 4 race modes, with the later locked to a monthly subscription fee. Each mode is faster than the one before it, and each tour presents you with 3 races and a side minigame of some sort where you'll be racing through rings or gliding your way to the finish line. I have lots of fun playing this, and I have been on a daily basis since it came out, and if you wanna know more about Mario Kart Tour, I made an entire video dedicated to the game, and I'll leave a link in the description below if you haven't seen it yet. Also, the multiplayer mode in real time is an upcoming feature. Number 1. Call of Duty Mobile. Unlike some games on this list, Call of Duty Mobile followed the long wait and actually delivered on the hype. I'll explain. The controls feel great, and the gameplay, although challenging, is just as rewarding. There's a ton of content to wrap your head around and a progression system that will keep you coming back time after time. Each match felt like I was actually playing a Call of Duty game. The frame rate was on point and the graphics look gorgeous. Every kill feels satisfying, and you get that last few seconds replay of whoever got the better of you, so you can hunt down your nemesis if you feel like it. I'll link up to the full video I made where I talk more in details about Call of Duty in the comment section down below, but all in all, a very pleasant surprise and by far the best game on this list and possibly of the year. And that sums up the top 14 new online games on mobile, and I'm curious, do you guys agree with the rankings? Have you or will you play any of these games? Let's continue the discussion in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, your likes are very much appreciated, and subscribing is a good idea if you haven't yet, as I make new videos like this every week. Also, special thanks to my Patreon and YouTube supporters, and if you also want to support the channel to keep getting better, you can sign up for a membership on YouTube or Patreon and get access to plenty of awesome rewards like behind the scenes or video shoutouts as a bonus. Links to both are in the description. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you warriors for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android Gamespot. Stay epic.